There was nothing easy about her mother's story. There was nothing easy about being beat by a man that you loved, that you married, raised children with in a home, in another country nonetheless. There was nothing simple about that story. But it's her mom's, and her mom wears it proudly, and she shares of how God has carried her through the suffering and the struggle, and she carries that story with her to her daughter. And her daughter understands the impact of what her mom has shared, because it didn't just touch her, it changed her, it moved her, it broke her in ways that she didn't even recognize. She realized that God is a God that carries us, that walks with us when life is great and when life is rough. And it was the impact of her mom's story that got her to think this way. She's okay. And her daughter was encouraged to share her story because her mom's story is inherently hers. We're a storytelling generation that needs to share what has happened to us. And so, of course, when Deb wants to share her story to somebody else, she realizes that her story has weight. And it's not just a matter of the place or the time, but her story is important because it's hers. And more than that, it's a word that can be shared with people outside. And even if their story doesn't exactly match hers and the patterns are just close enough, there is an importance in the fact that we share and that we are vulnerable and we don't allow fear to close us off. It is her story, and there is no replacement for it. It's powerful, but it's more powerful when we share it with somebody else. Let's remember that there is a world out there who needs to know that love exists and is available for them. Because our stories change lives, your story changes lives.